This is Travel Michigan. I'm Dave Lorenz from Pure, Michigan, and we only have a few minutes left of the program this week, so let's get right into it and introduce you to Diana Stampler. She is from Promote, Michigan, always out there literally promoting Michigan, and Diana, we sure do appreciate all that you do to encourage people to get out there and enjoy the great state of Michigan, and I can't think of a better time to do that out of doors than right now.
Well, you know, we are so fortunate to live where we do. This summer has been incredible. Cooler temperatures, a great opportunity to get out and explore outdoor areas. And, you know, I just think we're so fortunate to live where we do and get to work and play here in Michigan.
We really enjoy that as well. And, you know, after this winter that we had, we really deserved a great spring and summer. And for the most part, we've really gotten it weather-wise. We've had some very pleasant weekends and a lot of pleasant weeks as well this summer. Of course, we still have plenty of summer to enjoy. And one of the things we might want to do is head out with family and friends for a picnic. This is technically, officially National Picnic Month, and I know you've put some ideas together on ways that you can enjoy Michigan-made products in a picnic here in Michigan.
Well, you know, that's the thing is, living here in Michigan, we've had these great weathers. We've got great local parks, county parks, state parks, and why not, you know, make up a meal at home with Michigan products, and then meet your family and friends out there for that enjoyable experience to soak up all of these beautiful sunny days, these cooler days that we have. And I don't think people realize the number of companies, many of them which are family names or household names, that are Michigan companies. So you can literally plan an entire picnic and everything on the table can be made here in Michigan, which I think is phenomenal.
It's absolutely true. If you really think about it, you know, for instance, I'm looking at your blog posting, and you have everything from meats, you know, frankfurters, to the buns you put them on, to the condiments that you put on the hot dogs.
You know, and that's the thing. Everything is little pieces that you can grab. So some of our most noted meat manufacturers are Kogel Meats, and they actually produce 16 different hot dogs, brats, footlongs. We've got Kowalski sausage. We also have Hebrew National, which has some ties to Michigan, Dearborn sausage in the southeast part, Pleva sausage, which is up in Leelanau County. I was actually in Detroit recently at the grocery store. I was at a Meijer, and I was looking at, there was probably 7 different hot dog manufacturers that were based in the Detroit area. I don't know, maybe it's the hot dog capital of America, or if it isn't, we should call it that.
Well, it probably is, considering our, you know, the Coney Island, you know, hot dog fame around here.
Well, did you know that the original Coney sauce and the concept for Coney dogs was not invented in Coney Island? It was invented in Jackson, Michigan.
Correct. That's right. And people think Detroit, and they hate to hear Jackson, by the way, but it is Jackson. Yeah. It
is. So the original sauce and the concept all came from that. But now you can have different Coney dogs in Detroit. You can have them in Flint. You can have them in Jackson. And, of course, that went on to the East Coast as well. So it all has its ties that come back here. So whether you're buying the Kogel Frankfurters, then you can actually top that with Heinz ketchup. They have their largest ketchup factory in the world based in Holland. McClure's Pickle Relish, which is one of my favorites, made in Detroit. McClure's got noted for their Bloody Mary mixes and things for that line, but they do a variety of relishes and pickles, plus they make great pickle-flavored potato chips.
Yeah, you surprised me with that one. I didn't know McClure's came from Detroit. That's great to know. It's a really good product.
It is, you know, and they've gotten a lot of national attention. Martha Stewart and Oprah both have had their products, so that's kind of exciting for us. Brownwood Farms makes a great mustard, which you also need mustard if you're going to make deviled eggs. And Michigan is one of the top states for eggs, and so we have. I love when I came from Allegan County, Vanderbunny Eggs, which was 10 miles north of my house. I think they were one of the first manufacturers to use the Pure Michigan logo on their products. So you got to have deviled eggs if you're going to have a picnic as well. So when you put the relish in from McClure's and the pickles and the mustard from Brownwood Farms, and we're a big onion state, so you might need the onions in there as well. Look at that. You're still making a Michigan product for the table.
So we have hot dogs, have all the relish, all the condiments, all that. We haven't talked about drinks, and we haven't talked about chips.
Well, I love chips. In fact, I don't keep them in my house anymore because once I open the bag, they're gone. That happened yesterday. I bought a bag of Great Lakes potato chips. They're salt and vinegar flavor. It was 5 servings for the bag.
Very good.
It was gone in like a half an hour.
Yeah, it's really good.
But Michigan is the number one grower of potatoes specifically for potato chips. 70% of all the potatoes grown in Michigan go into chips. And here's a little tidbit. The average American consumes 3 pounds of potato chips a year. There's Detroit, they average 7.
Yeah, and so, how does 3 pounds become 10 pounds? I don't get that. It doesn't seem right.
Well, it's because Better Made makes such great chips.
Yeah,
right?
That's true. Better Made in Detroit, Great Lakes potato chips in Traverse City, a couple of them.
And of course, then they all make other things. So, like Better Made, you can also get pretzels and caramel corn, all kinds of good stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But you also need some good fresh fruit if you're going to have a picnic, right? Mm-hmm. So we are a huge state, as you know, second most agriculturally diverse state in the country. And so watermelon is actually a huge producer here in Michigan. Premier Melon Company and Schoolcraft is a top grower. We rank 5th nationally for watermelon. So you got to have fresh watermelon at your picnic. Or now this time of year, we're great because we still got a little bit of fresh strawberries. We've got the cherries. We've got blueberries. We're coming into peach season. That's an amazing fruit salad here that's all sourced locally.
Bet. Sure is. Well, and we're kind of transitioning over to desserts, and we'll come back to drinks in a second. So you kind of go from the main item, you got the fruits, you got the side item. How about desserts?
Well, again, fruit, you got pie, Grand Traverse Pie Company, which now I think they have like almost 20 locations across the state of Michigan. And so you've got everything from cherry to multiple berry pies that they have. I can't have fruit pie without a big old dollop of ice cream on the top. And so we've got, of course, several great ice cream companies in the state of Michigan. Hudsonville Ice Cream, which I know you guys are working with their summer contest. And they've got a couple really good flavors there. Sea salt caramel is amazing.
I agree. That's crazy good.
And then right down the road from where I'm at up here in Traverse City is Moomers, which was once again just recognized as one of the top ice creams in the country. Boy, those folks at Good Morning America and some of those national media outlets really love Moomers ice cream. And I tell you, when I go past there to go into Traverse City several times a week, the line is nearly to the road for people that are looking for Moomers. Luckily, I can get it at my local grocery store, so I can kind of circumvent the big lines that are out there.
Good stuff. And about a half a minute or a minute or so to talk about some product to kind of wash it all down.
Well, if you are a pop fan, you've got to love Faygo. I am a huge fan of their root beer. We've also got Town Club Soda in Detroit, Northwood Soda, which is made up here near Traverse City. We're also, July is Michigan Craft Beer Month, so there are any number of breweries around the state that you can pick up a growler and take that to the picnic. Of course, Michigan wine. And then for the youngsters, if you don't want them to have the soda or the pop, Absopure is one of the top 10 water companies in the United States, and that's, of course, headquartered down in Plymouth.
Yeah, there's so many opportunities to make a great picnic with Michigan-made products, and you've just kind of given us a sample, or at least some great samples of how you can do just that to celebrate National Picnic Month. Still have a few more days to do that, so you might as well get out there and find these Michigan-made products at a local store. You're going to enjoy it and know that you're supporting a business in Michigan as well. And every time you do that, of course, you're supporting jobs here, too. I'm a big believer in buying local. I always say you buy local or say bye-bye to local, because that's exactly what it is. You support your local stores and producers, and it comes back just like putting money back into your own pocket. I want to thank Diana Stampler for filling us in on some ideas for National Picnic Month. And for more information from Diana, just go to her website, promotemichigan.com. Well, that's all the time we have for the program this week. I want to thank Mark Blackwell for engineering today's program. And I want to thank you for joining us today as well. We'll talk to you next week right here on Travel Michigan, where your trip begins at Michigan.org.